Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more reviews. First one is SauronGorthaur. They started in 2022 and quit for a few months. So they said the account was like 6 years old in May 2023. 3.7 million GP. Bronzium 2, focused on Grand Arena. And said, I wish you could do more than just the 4 fights you get in Carbonite. So Bronzium has helped with that a bit, I'm sure. Spending habits, bought a 23 euro pack. Might do some. They said they might do so again in the future if something pops up. So we'll see if they bought the bundles. Don't think they'd be too opposed to that. Maybe bought the resistance bundle. Ooh, TIE Defender relic item. That's great to see. That's definitely not a bundle, but that's a real good priority. Said they were farming core teams back in the day, like Revan, CLS, Bounty Hunters, and then they were going to go for Supreme Leader, Kylo, and Executor. So we do have Executor, 5 stars, and Relics, Chimera, and Relics too. That's a great start for ships, and then even Negotiator unlocked it. 6 stars. That's great. I mean, for the account size, I think these are some great priorities so far. See the Galactic Republic fleet, Bad Batch, nothing. Work on the Bad Batch, work on the Plo. Super good reinforcement. Like, you don't even need tons of gear on Plo. Just, get them gear 8, upgrade this building, call it a day. Obviously, it's better to do more than that. No 5s. Anakin looks pretty good, and Ahsoka looks pretty good, but a pretty incomplete fleet. So, like, you have Negotiator. You've spent all this get to try to unlock Negotiator, and then the Galactic Republic fleet is just lacking, and no Y-Wing here at all. So, a little disappointed there. Empire fleet looking really solid. The only thing missing are the Conquest units, so this is really good. You're starting these 3 over here, and then TIE Defender coming in, and Shuttle's a great ship as well, even though it's 4 stars. Like, look at the damage on it. Special offense, like 17,000. It's a good ship. Great utility. So that Empire fleet is looking really nice. Let me see, First Order fleet. So might have bought the pack because we got R5 on Phosphotapa. No Supreme Leader Kylo yet, so still waiting on that. Seemingly bought the pack. Probably bought the pack, but not all the way there on the Kylo Rens. So we need to update those, but finish it off the Supreme Leader Kylo. You're so close after you get those packs. It's just crazy. The Resistance didn't buy that pack. Need Veteran Smuggler Hunt. Like, just do it. Get Supreme Leader Kylo across the finish line. The Empire. Is that a good Empire? I mean, it's good for good Empire for fleets for sure. And then Piet is for Executor, of course. The Troopers. Gonna be fine. Dark Trooper, even at gear 11. Yeah, finish off Dark Trooper too. That's another high relic priority. And you've already gotten past some Cairo gates, so might as well finish it off all the way. Then Mara Jade can be used with Palpatine since Starkiller's not there. So that's pretty nice. Sith, we got Savage Press Omicron. That's what I was hoping to see. Very nice. I'm considering bumping up that priority on my GoTanks account too, because it's just so strong and it's just so viable all the way into the end game. Such an easily acquired character. I would like to see Traya farmed alongside that, and Nihilus. Yeah. Bounty Hunters. Pretty good. Django being farmed too, that's good. Not working on Java. Oh, that's fine by me. Revan, Relic, Yoda, and Jolie. So I love to see attention given to these 3. My first Relic ever was Yoda. My second ever was Jolie. And we're past that point in time. There's a lot of newer characters, but they're some of the best non-Kyrotech characters we have. And that's a big deal for like a newer account. I would like to see Padme. Now, I don't know if you have Padme. She's not. Did I? She's the Collector Republic. Okay, so we do have Padme, so that's nice. So you got the Padme team, then you got Separate Jedi Knight Revan team. I love that. Love to see it. Bad Batch, like I said, for ships priority, but you also have other priorities, stuff like 5 ship, the Y-Wing, and Farm Bad Batch 2 is a good idea. Carlos, how's that CLS going? R7 Cara Dune? What's that for? I don't get it, but like, I don't even know where you're using her. A passion project? Must be some kind of passion project or a platoons thing, but then you'd have to be doing Rise of the Empire platoons, and it's a 3.7 million account. That's I don't know what to say about that. I don't like it. I do not like it. I will say that. But CLS looks great. They're all relics. Like even the low relics, that's a great team. You can leave them as is for a while. And the Zetas too. So that's awesome. Oh yeah, you do. Oh, Sith Empire, right? Yeah. See Phoenix. Phoenix hopefully is good for assault battles, and not really. So these two, well, you already got things locked down with the CLS team for that assault battle, but either Phoenix or Night Sisters are going to get you far in Secrets of Shadows. Farm Rex, I guess there's an argument to be made to wait for till he's accelerated. It should happen in a few months, but I would just start now. Just start farming him now as shards. What else? Ufus, probably not much. Yeah, people early game don't have too much in the Ufus because you can't get Malicos at all. Star Killers, far off. Wampa Omicron, love to see it. Aiden, nice. This is actually pretty good for a roster like this. Phasma, you're being a good guild mate. Gotta make sure you gotta get yourself to learning how to use it. Big thing, work on the Galactic Republic fleets. Finish your Supreme Lord Kylo Ren, get Dark Trooper there. Overall pretty good. Some non-existent teams. I mean, Phoenix, something to work on. Yeah, I mean, these are the only things that are unlocked, so I'm not going to see everything here. But yeah, I think those are good places to start. And now let's look at some mods. And we got Mara Jade Fastest. Pretty good idea. It's already up there anyway. 134 speed, potency, and protection. That's pretty solid. Mara Jade. Not the best cap on speed sets. 138. The 130s, it's definitely not bad. Well, it's pretty good. It's kind of getting close to averaging 20 speed on the 5 mods that aren't speed arrow, so that is pretty solid. Piet is, I mean, just judging by the priority, like it looks pretty good. What I'm seeing, Bosk and Revan are high priorities. Bosk right before Grief, that's very smart. CLS up there, Thrawn is going to be a good idea for this roster because that Empire team is one of the better ones on it. So that's good. Baka, I don't usually look at him too much. Oh, Full Tenacity, that's actually pretty smart. I mean, you don't want him dazed, don't want him stunned. It's good Tenacity. After this raid, I might switch to Tenacity modding for my Chewbacca, but I don't like switching up mods for raids and taking them off, so I'm just leaving him with some good offense myself. Through Chewie, Tenacity as well. Offense and Tenacity, which is good. Crit damage, he doesn't share his own stats, he shares CLS's. Reminds me, I'll look at CLS. Hopefully it's an offense set. Yeah, offense tenacity is great. 21 with an offense set is really solid. Oh, good tenacity. I think I misspoke the idea of like a fast set with Piet because I said that it's kind of close to averaging 20 speed on these 5 mods, but it's not because you're getting plus 10% speed from the speed set. So under 20 speed average. So it's okay. Let's see, one more, just check a couple more here and then call it quits. I'd like to see more health on him. He's in relics. He has the base stats to work with, so give some more health sets, or not sets, but like primaries. Offense, I mean, it's fine, but the big thing about him, you want to keep him alive, so give him some sliced health primaries when you get a chance. I'll call it there. Thanks so much for letting me take a look. You've got some decent stuff to work with here and some great starting points for what to work on next. Next account we're looking at is Caseyyy, 8 million GP. Kyber Force started in early 2018, but they said they took a break from early 2020 to late 2021, so almost 2 years in there. They were working on Giant Luke. Have that. This note's from May 2023. Then they were working on Java, and then we'll work on JML after that. So I assume they got Java. Focus on Grand Arena and Rise of the Empire primarily, and at the time they requested, they said they were free to play. So let's just see if that is still the case or if they are a Lightspeed free to play. Seems like a Lightspeed free to play. No shade, it's a great deal, but just trying to see. To the bottom for the cap ships. Profundity is awesome to see. Executor 7 stars is awesome. Negotiator awesome. But this is an old account, so maybe I should be measuring with a more critical stick. AC don't really need the ship. Let's see, Galactic Republic Fleet. You know what I'm looking at. I always look at Galactic Republic Fleet and Empire because they're really important. But since he does have Profundity, I'll look at Rebels too, see where they're at. But then a lot of the times it's like you already have you know they got a good Rebel fleet if they have Profundity. This is pretty decent with Anakin, Ahsoka, and Barn Starfighter. And the Marauder, unlike a lot of accounts I've seen, is not completely slacking on the Bad Batch. So we got Gear 11, Gear 12, Gear 10. So you've gone past most of the Cairo Gate. Keep going with it. This is a great ship right now. Or it's a great ship overall, but I'm saying for this player, 6 stars in this gear level, not even relics, but still 100k health and like 20,000 damage. It's crazy. It's just a stat machine. So that's awesome. Love to see it. Finish off Y-Wing, Gear 12 Flow. It's all great. Do we have Scythe and Interceptor? We got Interceptor, no Scythe. So that's kind of helping me gauge where the Conquest units are at. Of course, that could also be inactive because of... It could be attained but inactive because of Grand Inquisitor. So we'll see. Interesting. I mean, Iden is weaker than the last account I looked at. Cause that account, I mean, one thing they did right that impressed me was having a Relic Iden and a great Empire fleet. This is pretty good, but Iden definitely needs some work. And this ship, you just have it there, and it's a lot of that is the battle, just having it in reinforcements. So check out the Rebel. Yeah, I mean, Relic Hans, like the fleet is there. Like if you have Profundity, you know their fleet's good. Rebel Y-Wing, no differentiation. Hans Millennium Falcon, solid. Outrider, solid. So let's look at roster. Oh, so no Java, but we do have JML. So Java is a great, pretty clear next step to me. So just Sith Eternal and Jedi Master Luke. Those are both from the same batch of GLs, late 2020. 4 of our 8 GLs are from 2020. Early 2020 it was Ray and Slicker, and then they pumped out JML and C like the same year. It was insane. So we went from 4 GLs in the 1 year to 2 the next year, and then 1 each year after that. So I like the cadence they have now a bit better, because we have Giant Luke. I did see Cat in there, which is awesome. Hunt Cartel. Why am I always blind? It always moves. So not much progress on Jabba, but I would recommend you stick to landing and just go all the way through. So Bush is 7 star. Skip is getting there. Christian, you can kind of rush at the end when you need to because of the way Cantina works. And otherwise, Bounty Hunters, pretty decent setup. But yeah, Java, highly recommended. Rebel, and then Leia after that, maybe. But I think Java would be easier to get now, and a lot, actually better value, just because his special event is better than Leia's with all the mods. I mean, Leia is a stronger GL in a lot of ways. But Job is just so valuable. And in TB and stuff, he has a special node on every planet. Just awesome. I like to see Captain Rex developed and being farmed. Keep that up. Pretty good setup. R9, the Omicron. I mean, it has to be R9, right? But I got the Zetas and the Omicron. Let's do Sith and then Jedi. Bane. Oh, so we got Bane. Amazing. Give him the Zetas, give him the Omicrons, give him everything. He's like incredible. Savage is there. So this is pretty solid Sith faction. Sith Empire Trooper, actually, I could say want some relics there. We have Darth Revan. We do have Malak. Basil Shan. I would like to see in relics, at least relic 3. Kind of funny to see a relic 3 Malak, but I mean, the more on him, the better. But I wouldn't say pour it into him right now. Like, that's not the top focus. I'll check Ufu soon, and that'll give a better idea of conquest units. But we got a pretty decked out Jedi faction. Best Jedi not in relics, Shakti Mace. Qui-Gon, kind of. This is pretty good. I mean, we got some relics from Jolie, and the Zeta. Relic 3 is kind of like the baseline for like using them in Datacrons. By the way, no Datacrons, so that's not really as much of a concern. I would recommend you getting Datacrons. I mean, you got Bane. How do you... Bane just ended, and you must have been getting red box. So what were you farming? Just nodes that weren't Datacron nodes? I don't know. I don't get it. Like, if you are getting red box, you need to be farming your feats on the Datacron nodes. But maybe Bane was a passion project, so because I don't see Malicos. Pure Remnant. I mean, I did see Maul. I don't see DTMG. I don't know if they have Scythe, because they definitely do not have Grand Inquisitor. Inquisitors, you need to get on that. For certain. You really need to get on that. And I don't know, Trench? There's a few back. The Trench. Yeah, so really just snapped into action with Bane. I mean, if you were going to pick one to go for, he's probably the one that we now see. Like, he is just kicking butt. Malicos is also... I mean, there's so many... All the recent ones have been just incredible. So this account is kind of interesting to me. I don't really understand. What else? I guess I can look at some mods, but yeah, get Java next, work on your Inquisitors and stuff like that, but yeah, interesting. Of course, we got JML and C at the top by default, but are they modded well? So we got R8, so not the big protection boost from R9. It's pretty good speed, a little bit of potency. Looking a little lackluster. I mean, maybe all the protections there. I think all the protection primaries are there, but just maybe not the most efficient secondaries. I mean, that's awesome. That's a great one for JML. That doesn't have any extra. That is no extra. This is great. Oh man, that is good. And that's pretty dang good too. So actually pretty good. It's just, I guess it's just the lack of R9 really puts a damper on it. Full health and low speed. I am more in favor of higher speed on him. I do like the health primaries, but I do want a speed set on there. That's just my recommendation. Cat, pretty low survivability, but good speed. High crit damage. Offense there. I mean, perfectly viable. I mean, I like more health focus, but that's just nitpicky. Bosk and Grief back to back way up high. Ooh, so here's a mistake. Here's a clear mistake. You don't want health primary. You want all protection primaries, all protection. Because unless you're facing someone that has riposte and can kind of neutralize it, he's getting I mean, gets the 50% max health, but that's not really the concern. He gets 50% max protection from the lead and 100% defense while at full health. So it doesn't matter how much health you have. If you lose a little bit of it, he's losing survivability. So put it all in the protection. But his speed is great. Grief's speed right behind him is great. Maybe you can swap a couple mods with protection primaries over there. I mean, health, you can keep that. Yeah, get Boss more protection primaries. All of those 3 that can't have it, except so like the circle, cross, and triangle should have protection primaries. Man, Mando really fast too. You're really committed to this bounty hunter thing. It's just kind of crazy. Good crit chance on him, so I mean, that's probably a pretty kick-butt bounty hunter team. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you need Mando that fast. Because he can lap, he's going to lap Grief. Well, no, he's not. Because Grief will, or Boss will taunt, Grief will get to go, and then Mando will get his TM. Revan plus 149. Good health. I mean, that's pretty solid. Yet is up there. He's so boring. Yeah, but it's nice to see an account that doesn't have P at the fastest. I mean, it makes sense, but it's diverse. Finn up there is good. I'm not gonna be too picky on his mods. Ooh, that's a flimsy Darth Revan. Ooh. So slow too. It's not even 300. What are these primaries? Defense? Okay, offense. I mean, in protection, that's not even good. And speed, how'd that get to purple? That is just compounding mistakes, because like it sucks. This mod is trash. Like 4 rolls of flat defense, an average of 11 flat defense per roll. Terrible. Crit chance, terrible. That 2 rolls on speed, flat offense, horrible mod. I mean, not all the mods on this account are bad. There's some of those on JML were just top notch, but horrible on Darth Revan. Oh, I need to look at Bane. I need to look at Bane's mods. Anakin, crit damage triangle. Okay, he's good. It's good stuff right there. Maul too. So let's see, because we got no Lord Vader. Maul's got to have. You want it in health or offense, so not protection. Underlord Vader protection can work, but otherwise you want it all in the health or the offense. Here's I'm gonna have to sort to find Bane. You have missed so many conquest units, and I can only imagine what you went through to get Bane first try, but you gotta give him some more. I mean, that is a decent health amount. So slow, terrible offense, no crit damage triangle. I like crit damage triangle on him because, like, yes, he ramps based on health, but you want him to hit hard right away. So I think crit damage triangle, which is kind of sad because that's the only good health primary there. This is a terrible mod. You want sliced up health primaries. Well, it's not terrible. I mean, it's blue. Like, if you slice it to gold, not like 6 dot, but like 5 dot gold. See if it gets more speed rolls, and it could be pretty good. It's even got offense percentage secondary, which is good. Same thing with this one. This is actually pretty good because it's got, well, it doesn't have health primary. So like, well, I actually have a protection primary on him too. The optimal thing is all health. And then this, I mean, this is lackluster. Just give him better mods. He's amazing. He's gonna get it done, do work for you. He's gonna take the place of an entire team. So that puts him at the highest pinnacle of prioritization for mods. Like the highest, because he does everything himself. Just put a trash Sith with him and he takes it away. But you're gonna need the Zetas, the Omicrons. So get on it. Protection they're pretty good on. Yes, I think I'll call it quits on this. I've spent a lot of time on this account. Yeah, you've got my thoughts. So thank you for letting me take a look. And our last account today is JoeMacFando. They're in Chromium 2, 5.5 million GP, started in November 2022. So we got a year and a half, almost exactly, under the belt. Was working on Profundity back in May, and they have it. So congrats. Profundity that fast is, well, I guess a year and a half. It's still really fast. I think that's great, especially because you need an R9. That's hard to come by. Focused on guild content, TW, TB, and raids. Low spenders, what they said they were, so probably have light speed stuff. Yeah, we got Houndstooth, Ebon Hawk is kind of a giveaway with Relic T3, so got some of the bundles at least. Probably Holdo bundle too. Maybe recently got that. Malevolence, a 5-star, no negotiator, which is sad. So I won't look at Galactic Republic this time. But I highly recommend Negotiator. That became a high priority after Marauder was released. So, I mean, I always thought it was a better... it's always been a better ship than Malevolence. Always been better. It was just for newer players. Like starting out new, I recommend it a lot more. But before Malevolence made sense because you start with geoships and move on. But anyway, I digress. Empire Fleet needs a lot of work. Oh, that's kind of sad to see because it can be so good so early, but not quite there. Rebel Fleet is just fine, so that's getting it done for you. Bounty Hunter. It's not quite there for Executor. I would recommend Executor as well. Even though you got Profundity, getting both, like having low stars of both is actually pretty good. No GLs at all. Very interesting. Got, okay, yeah. It's the guild stuff coming in. Hera Omicron. I don't know. I don't know why no GLs. Rebels are the most robust faction, probably by far. Rex coming along. That's great. That Phoenix, if it's not already, well, he needs to be 7 stars. That's going to get you far in the assault battle. Sister. Yeah, those aren't cutting it. First Order. Yeah, I mean, you gotta work on either finishing off Kylo Ren or Rey. You just gotta. I mean, the ships are great, but you gotta get one of these two. I mean, Rey. I think there's a good argument to get Rey instead of Kylo first. I mean, you're gonna get both. You should get both. That should be your top priority right now for roster. Getting a GO because you have 0. Like it's a huge difference. Like a year and a half in the game, already got an amazing fleet that takes the investment similar to a GL, and you're almost there with 2 others. So just get them, just finish it. Grievous R5, Generation Brood Alpha R5. So we might have a pretty developed separatist faction, which is interesting. I guess just those 2, but they are the best to relic among their factions. I would leave Geos as is. You don't need to do anything with them. I mean, you probably know that already because you're at a pretty smart spot. They're at Gear 12, but no Gear 12 pieces applied. Same with these separatist droids. That could get you General Skywalker. Yeah, have gas? Do we have like a 5-star gas? No, because we don't have the Galactic Republic leg of it. So General Skywalker, there's a lot of synergies to get with. So these Galactic Republic characters are good already to begin with. General Kenobi, Ahsoka, already good to go. Shakti, like Padme, they're already good on their own. So you get them up, especially since you don't have like JMK or anything to like kind of dominate the Padme team. Like they're good on their own. You already got the Zeta on Padme. Get them up. Get over for gas. Like, I mean, I think it's more important to do the GLs, Rey and Kylo, especially since you don't need to use a ton and get 1 to finish them off to 7 stars. But after those 2, gas definitely is within reach. You already got your separatist droids in a good spot. So yeah, gas would be good. That would be like just naturally it would fill up your roster so well by working on those Galactic Republic characters, and you get gas, and then you're going to be running By the first two, that team still holds up over time, so there's going to be a lot of benefits from that. Sith faction kind of weak. This Savage is frankly an embarrassment. Well, so like I know you're focused on guild stuff, but the GAC performance helps you to do better in the guild stuff. And like Omicron's like Savage Press, he's a one-man show. You can solo stuff on offense with him, especially like Chromium. So you should be getting that. I don't know if there's Wampa. That needs to get worked on. There's a lot of stuff. Like your plate should be full for a while. Like even if you want to hold off on Imperial Troopers and Executor, I think you should finish Rey or Kylo before Executor, because you already got a great ship. Yeah, I mean, Imperial Troopers, I'm not going to, like, chirp you on the Imperial Troopers. Maybe I should. I mean, they're great for 2 assault battles. Like, you're not... I don't know how far you're getting. Like, are you getting Challenge Tier 1 done? You might be. I don't know. But probably not Challenge Tier 2. Definitely not Challenge Tier 3 on those assault battles. Bounty Hunter, I don't know how far this crew is going to go. Seems like you're working on Executor. But you're so close to Rey and Kylo. Just get one of those first. Yeah, I don't know how far you're getting on that assault battle. Jedi, Jedi? Interesting. Not like ones I usually see at the top. Usually Ezra. Well, Ezra, you've got the pack. Jolie is sad down here. DK is sad down here. Yoda is sad. My Yoda's better with Go tanks. Saying. Ufu's. Oh, so maybe you are working towards just Rey, because you don't R6. Yeah, get Rey. I mean, she's so good. Chelsea on Ufu's. All right, let's look at the mods. Show me the mods. Dash Rendar fastest, which is pretty sweet. 32. The damage. Chance. Interesting. I'd gone to Ufu to see if there was Dark Killer. Yeah, okay, but we got Kakatarn and Dash Relics and more Jade Knot. I mean, there's so many things you're close to. Like, just finish them. Like, finish one, keep going on to the others. Jin super fast. I don't know about that. I don't think that's a good use of good speed mods, and it's pretty decent. Plus 127, 310 speed. She doesn't really need to be fast. She's a punching bag. You take them on offense, she gets hit, she can't die, she'll eventually go, and you're just fine. Leia. I don't like Leia no Savage Omicron, but Leia Omicron? What in the world? What's going on there? ATR is fast too. It's not horrible. She's just not really like on the top of people's minds when you think of characters you want fast. This is actually a pretty good Radis. He's a little slow, but that is bulk. That is great. I love the bulk on him. He just needs to stay alive, take the hits. He's a fatty. That's pretty decent. Like if I like him faster, like the speed definitely does help a lot, but the chunkiness is important. So boss, that's a low protection total or 5. It should be 100k at least. I can predict primary right on the speed secondary. Horrible across the board. Just sell the mod. You don't need, just sell this mod. Don't make anyone use it ever again. It's a speed set with a defense primary, which is trash. Only 1 speed roll. Just sell it. Just get rid of it. This one's lackluster. It's the right primary. This one's good. That one's crap. And this is great. That's amazing for Bosk. We're almost there. CLS. He's pretty slow. Offense and health. I do like that's a good health total on him. It's pretty slow. Damage. You more want offense. And crit damage does good for him, but he's not sharing the stats. Like the more offense you share it through 3PO and Chewie. Darth Vader. Missing a mod. Put one on there. That's really hurting. I mean, still have the complete speed set, but that's a perfect opportunity for a crit damage triangle. If you have a potency with crit damage primary, that'd be great, and that'd help his potency too. Potency is a viable option there. That's decent from what I'm seeing. I mean, if we're missing a mod, just add a decent mod, it's gonna be pretty good. But who else is interesting to look at? I don't know. That might be it. But I've given plenty of feedback throughout this, so I hope that this advice can help and these changes could benefit you. And that's it for this one. Thanks so much to everyone for watching, and thank you to this player for letting me take a look, JoeMacFando. Appreciate it, guys. I'll see you later.